Hi, I'm Dave, Access Rock. We are in Stockholm, Sweden, and we get to talk to Zoltan Bathory.
That's
from
right.
Five Finger Death Punch. How are you?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Surviving in the sun?
Surviving, and actually I'm awake in the sun. At the time when I'm usually not awake. It's good.
Good. You're out doing press promo for...
Yes, we arrived last night. We went to your favorite bar, Anchor.
Yes.
And we were there until probably like 4 in the morning. And this is, we are here for today, and then we're going to London. Today? Yeah.
Tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then we're going to Paris, and then Milan, and then Amsterdam, and probably that comes to a screeching halt in Amsterdam probably for a couple of days. And we'll see if we can continue, but that's the plan.
Oof. A lot of partying then?
I don't know.
No?
I would not know anything about that. We are professionals, we don't do that.
Well, I was actually gonna ask you if you are a party guy, because you are also a martial arts dude.
Yeah, I mean, it depends
So
what
how?
kind of party, but yeah, it's, we're living, we're doing okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I do martial arts, yes, but everything has its place and time.
True.
Yeah.
How do you have the time to do? Because you do everything. You
I have a
to
trick.
run,
I surround
brand,
myself with the right kind of people. Basically, what I do is, or crew. For example, my head of security is he's a highly accomplished martial artist in various martial arts. He has a school. He's a trainer for hand-to-hand combat trainer for special forces and special operation units and whatnot. So that's his job actually.
Okay.
So he's our head of security. So he's on the road with me. So I
Okay.
can train every day with him. My bass guitarist is a Muay Thai fighter, so I can train with him, So, and I collect my stunt guys and martial artists. So we collect the guys who work for us that are also martial artists. So,
Okay.
so this way, it's like we killed
Very
a couple of
smart.
birds with one stone. So
Very smart.
that's the idea, yeah.
But you have your own clothing brand.
Yes,
clothing
that's
brand
true
as well.
too. Yeah.
How?
Alpha Dog, yeah. Yeah, I do that. I pretty much it's a bucket list. Like I check off things like, okay, I have to get a pilot license. Okay, so I fly airplanes. Right now I'm working on my captain license. I'm gonna be a captain, boat captain.
Cool.
I have a boat, so I have a captain right now that drives it.
Okay, but you wanna.
But
do
now
it.
I wanna do it myself. So actually I can drive it, but I can't be out in the ocean without my captain.
Okay.
So I have to get certified, Coast Guard certified, so I can.
Was it the same thing with flying then?
Flying is the same thing. You have I fly.
You flew the plane before you were a pilot.
Well, basically what you do is, I have most of my friends actually are pilots for some reason, and so I could fly with them like as a co-pilot, but how it works. Generally, you go and actually my first flight lesson, the first official flight lesson was in a fighter jet. Because I don't know why, but that's just and then the second one later, my instructor was like, okay, well, you're gonna take off, and I'm like, really?
How?
Really? I was like, yeah, it's simple. I know how to fly. Now you fly. Like literally, he put me in. At the first flight lesson, I had to take off, and I had to land. He didn't even help. He's like, I don't care. Aim at the pavement. I'm like,
Try.
There are, of course, I mean, that obviously you have to understand somewhat, but my first takeoff was like, when you hit about 60, 65 miles, just start to pull back. Don't pull too much, so it's not going, you don't stall the plane, but just pull back a little bit, and then it flies itself. I'm like, okay. And when we were landing, all he said, like, when you're about to hit the pavement, you kind of like the runway, you kind of pull back on a yoke a little bit so it lifts the nose of the plane so that you kind of come straight instead of just hitting it, right?
Okay.
But he didn't touch anything. I had to do it myself. I'm like, okay. So yeah, that was an experience. And since that, I mean, I've been flying a lot. So yeah.
So this is how you live your life. You want to do everything.
Yeah, that's like
You seem like that kind of person, right?
Yeah.
You're also a shredder god. Right?
A what?
A shredder? God?
Well, I got the award for it. Right? Apparently, I don't know, but Well, I play guitar since I was a little kid, and now actually these days the guitar solos. Actually, the first record I played most of the stuff, but the last couple of records it's my Jason, another guitarist. He's doing most of the solos. I do the rhythm mostly.
Okay.
Yeah. He's really good, so I'm like, why compete? I mean, everybody has their strength. I'm good at like the low tune rhythm kind of crazy patterns and shredding, so I do that, and he does the solos. So that's
You also produce.
Well, we co-produce all of our records, yeah.
Yes.
So the first record, basically what happened, the first record I wrote mainly the first record and produced it, and then somebody just had to start a band, So somebody has to write songs. So basically, the first record I wrote, So if you wanted to ever hear like how would it sound like if I wrote a record, well, the first record that's what I wrote basically. So I wrote mainly the first record, and then I got Jeremy, the drummer, and we arranged some parts, but pretty much the entire first record is my riffs, and from then, the band became a band. As we progressed the nights, everybody's writing. So today it's a 100% collaboration. Everybody brings stuff, everybody changes things and and write things, and that's just how it works these days. So nights, everybody's but basically we co-produce our records. So we will know what we want. We have a producer, but but it's a pretty solid idea every time. Like this is what we want, and the producer is sort of like the deciding factor when, let's say, two people agrees on this, two people agree on that. How are you gonna break it up? You have a producer who says like, okay, we're gonna go this way.
Pretty smart. Because he even said that he got kind of the songs and music already finished to him, and he writes the lyrics.
Yes.
Has he ever gone too far? Like you have to say, you can't sing this in a song.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh hell yeah, many times. Oh my god. But this is the thing. Ivan doesn't like to. It's really funny actually. Ivan doesn't like to be in the studio. Okay. So by just the fact that he has to be inside and he has to be in the studio and actually sit there and work, and that's already pissing him off. He's the guy who he was meant to be touring. He was meant to sing live. Okay. He loves the audience. He loves the connection. He loves the kids. That's his life. Okay. And you can tell. He will take his shirt and give it to you. He's that guy. He's all day. He's out in the audience talking to people. He loves the live show, and that's what he likes to do. When he has to go to the studio, he does not like that. No. So he's pissed from the moment on he's in the studio. So actually, when somebody's like, how come you guys have this tough guy angry records? Because Ivan is pissed. Because he has to be in the studio, and he's already pissed and he's angry.
Doesn't matter if he wrote a love song.
It's pretty much even a love song is like, and sometimes it goes like, he gets really pissed about something, We used to hook him up with a dysfunctional female, so then he's definitely have something to write about. So and
go for
the stripper. She's definitely gonna piss you off. And so but his lyrics is always real. He's not singing about dragons and mysterious battles on top of the mountains. Which you know what I mean. There are bands who do that, and it's good for them. I listen to many of those bands. But for us, it's all culturally relevant stuff that happens to him, or just general in around us, or he gets pissed about. Actually, you would not even know probably, but a lot of those songs, if you really ask him what it is about, that sounds angry. Actually, it's about the record label or a manager or somebody who, you know what I mean. So people would think it's about some tough guy shit, and it's like he's angry at somebody that I'm gonna smash this fucker, and really he's just angry at a label or something, and that's what the song is about. It's just he doesn't actually sing that. Who sings record label in the lyrics, right? But that has happened sometimes when he went sideways on lyrics, and we were like, Ivan. But with the same token, however, it happens that we give him a song and he's like, fuck no, I'm not gonna sing on this, no. So it happens, but rarely. Usually we are pretty much attuned, so we would give him songs already done, and he maybe changes something like, okay, extend this part or shorten that part, but it's pretty much stays.
Okay. Are you happy with the songs you put on the first one and the second one? Because I asked how you decided this.
It was sort of an arm wrestling match. Some of my favorite songs actually ended up on the second one. But it was kind of the idea of like, okay, we knew one thing. We knew what's going to be the first single. Yeah. That was the only anchor we had. Like, okay, this is the first single. And from then we started to work like, well, this and this and this song should be on the first record. Everybody agreed? Okay. And then we started to work on a flow, like this song goes this one. Here we need a little bit of a darker, maybe something mellow. You know, we wanted to have a good flow. And we tried to do that. And then look at what we have left. And then we're like, okay, there are too many, let's say, mid-tempo on this one now. So we have to bring one back here. So we started to do this trade. And it was like almost like a poker game. Like, okay, Ivan, if I'll take this one. But no, but then I'll take that one. So we were kind of like doing this game. And then we ended up with what it is. Right now, in my opinion, it's the flow on both is perfect. I'm not sure which one is the stronger record. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But, you know, both of them are equally strong. And originally we wanted to release them in the same time.
Okay.
Too many songs. You know, you give the fans 20-something songs, 24 songs, it's just a lot of songs. And maybe too much to digest as one package. But so we decided to, you know, to release one earlier, the other one later, but then it was also important not too late, because the two records, if you listen to them, they belong to each other. They were recorded at the same time. They sound in the same, you know, tonality is the same, and you know, it's just obvious that it's the same era. So it would make sense if we recorded one. I mean, we released one, let's say, a year from now.
No.
Then you would feel like, well, it's the same record, you know. So this way, it's not coming in the same time, but close enough so people can understand it's volume 1, volume 2.
The first one is coming around 23rd.
Yeah, and the next one gonna be October, November, somewhere in there. And this way it's close enough so people can understand it is the continuation, it is the second part. It is a separate, complete record, but belongs to each other, kind of. So it was important to figure that out. But as I said, it was we just couldn't throw away anything. It wasn't like, yeah, we have 20 songs and 5 of them are, you know what I mean? Because then what you do is like you do one strong record and keep the rest for bonus materials, which we always been asked for anyway, or soundtracks or whatnot.
You have to give extra to Japan, right?
Yeah. So it's always a problem anyway, right? So if it wasn't a really strong material, we would be just like, okay, here's 12 songs and the rest is Japan and Australia and South America as bonus. But we were like, no, this can't be bonus. It's too good for that, you know? And we were like, okay, you guys got no bonuses, you get 2 records. So that's, we agreed with the label.
Very well, actually.
That's how we did it.
You have some great collaborations with big artists on both these records.
Yes.
Which one is the coolest for you personally?
Well, that's hard to pick. It's well, you know, Rob Halford is a legend, so obviously that was like, wow, kind of surreal. The fact that we have Rob fucking Halford singing on one of the songs, that was pretty amazing. And you know, he's a very nice guy, and just as I said, the whole thing is surreal. He's like a legend we grew up on, you know. So driving around in Vegas, he's sitting next to us and telling about tour stories was like, wow, man, is this real? I mean, and so that was really, really cool. Max Cavalry is another one, you know, he's a friend, and Jamie Just is a good friend of us. And then we had Maria Brink from In This Moment on a song, and one kind of like that people are gonna go like, huh? It was Tech 9. He's a hip hop guy, and with that one, I thought it was interesting to us because, you know, 10, 15 years ago, if you collaborated with, let's say, a hip hop artist, it was normal. Everybody was doing it. There were the bands of Limp Bizkit to, I don't know, Linkin Park, and a lot of bands who had hip hop-ish mixes and elements and whatnot. So if we did that then, it would be a norm. I wouldn't do that then. We wanted to do it now when it's not cool. If you do this, it's sacrilege.
When you're not really allowed.
Yeah, when people are gonna go like, oh, that's fucked up. They shouldn't have done that. Okay, that's why, because that's why.
Good.
You know, because that's the idea of like, what happened to rock and roll when it's no longer rebellious. So if it is rebellious to bring in a hip hop guy, then I'll bring in a hip hop guy, because it is about fuck you, we're doing it. I think selling out would be if the fashion or what people think would affect what we want to do. If we wanted to do this song, then we should be able to do it no matter what's going on, no matter who's gonna say something. And the fact that we knew that it's gonna piss off some people was like, you know what? I like this. If I could, I would bring in Eminem and Dr. Dre just because, just because that middle finger looks very awesome, and it's and it came out great. So he came in, he did that track, and we were like, oh hell yeah, we're putting this out, this is happening, And we do enjoy that, pissing off some, some online communities that can talk shit, and it's like, call me later, and you got a job.
Well, we have to wrap this up.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask you, if you're up for it, could you show me some of your moves?
Let's do it. We're gonna do it. All right.
Show me something.
It's gonna be simple. You're gonna sit next to me.
Okay.
Check it out. You're gonna kidnap me. I'm gonna drive my car.
You're driving your car?
Here's your gun.
Okay.
Here's your gun. Right?
And
so I'm driving my car, and you jump next to me, and you're gonna try to hijack my car. Right?
Okay.
So the gun probably gonna be in your right hand. Most people are right-handed.
Yeah.
So chances are it's 80% that it's gonna be right hand. Second, if you had a gun in your left hand, you are too close. Hard to hold a gun on me if it's in your left hand, right? So the gun gonna be in your right hand. Most people, when if you can even tell to your kidnapper, like, hey dude, don't wave that shit around, just he's gonna keep the gun on you, obviously. Most people, when they have a gun, will actually hold it on you, so they touch you with that, right? I did. See, he caught me. That was a plan.
I'm kidnapping him.
I was trying to. I was trying to get away with this shit, but you ruined my game. Okay, so see now.
You know how you pretend or keep this from happening? You have a bigger gun.
Okay, well, let's imagine a bigger gun. So that's a huge gun. You say drive, right? Now the thing about gun, it's a weapon with projectiles. So wherever it points, that's the only place you can shoot, right? So all I'm gonna do is, when I'm gonna step on my brake while I'm driving a little bit, so you naturally move, but that's not hard because he's expecting that, right? So naturally the car rolls a little bit, see? But look what's gonna happen. I'm actually gonna roll my shoulder. So you're already not flagging me. So now you can shoot me, right? And when this is happening, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll my shoulder, and in a second your hand is there. I'm gonna grab this, I'm gonna reach behind you, I'm gonna break your hand, take your gun away, and then now I'm deciding what's happening. But put it back, it happens pretty much like goes behind, and I'm gonna this pressure. This is the breakage. And usually if I grab the gun from here, once I rolled it, right? So it's already can't shoot me. I'm gonna grab the top of the gun.
Yeah.
Right? So from here, even if I move your wrist, it's already not good for you. But I'm gonna go behind and use it up. And so I have your gun.
Now you have my gun.
And I'll decide what we do.
This is what you do to kidnappers.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you for this lesson.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully you never have to use this, but if you do, that's the scenario. Hey guys, this is Zoltan Bathory from Five Finger Death Punch. You're listening to Access Rock. Our new record is coming out July 26th. Title: The Rogue Side of Heaven and the Righteous Side of Hell. It is going to be volume 1. The second part will come out October-ish, November-ish. Look for it.